storm between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys coming off their first loss of the year don't want to fall to 500 here. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And off we go from AT&T. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now it's second down.
And 10.
They give to Algier from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throw left side, complete. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Right back to Irving now. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Baker now. Finds him on the slant. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage. Scott.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
One after up and good by McPherson. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. We've set it downs for them from the 31. Prescott on 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go. What do you think?
Prescott takes off with it. And only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down, here's Dak. And screen here to Blue. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here comes a screen. Algier. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Baker now from the gun. He passes the 35. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down. Here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to have goal to go as he stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Baker now off the play fake. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many and he misses the point after, so this stays in 6-point game. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Return starts from the 16. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. First down now, ball at the 33. Getting on the ground with Algier. Yeah, he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Algier with another carry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys tie and can take the lead here in the second. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Cowboys 14, Buccaneers 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Baker out of the pistol. Avoids the sack. It's a small gain up to the 38. Stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, Mayfield. Buca there to bring it in. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, give to Irving. That's a pick up of 4 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. Escapes the defender. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
180! What's up?
Once again, Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
180! Real. Stop!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Hey, alert! 180! Hey, alert 33! Stop!
3rd and short, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Brings it in at the 13. Excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard. A determined run back.
Prescott's hit. He lost the football. The Buccaneers pick it up at the 20. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead off the turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now.
Cowboys 14. Evan McPherson
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
at their own 34-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. The Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. George Pickens, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 18.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Michael Pilardi on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Collects this at the 32. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! Point it right. What's up?
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
180!
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Next on the crosser. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
180!
Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Baker throwing again. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Real. 20!
They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
And he gets this forward to the 19. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
180! Hey, 433! Scott!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180! Kings, Kings, Kings! Run. What's up?
Play fake. It's Mayfield. He's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 16-point lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA's. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Start!
I'm going to start the half with a give to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What's up?
Right up the gut. Shoots away from one. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
180!
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Mayfield throwing on 4th. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Irving here from the gun. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
He got him the 1st, now Irving on 1st. He surges ahead for 5, make it 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Irving. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. And he's got it. It's in close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers stretch the lead to 23.
Cowboys 14. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Prescott set to pass. Lamb has another one. Shoves one away. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. Anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Dak now from the gun. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third and goal, Prescott. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Fourth and goal, and he's keeping it on the option. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His third total score in this game. Prescott's going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, because now they're still down big.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He dodged the tackle. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucks have the first. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Irving on the inside give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
180!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Back to the air. Prescott. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Prescott now on third down. Here comes a screen. Algier. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Short pass brought in, and he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now it's Prescott again. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Dak throwing again. Throw secured by George Pickens. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
18 more yards.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Prescott to throw once more. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another throw for Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So the incompletion on first, here is second and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing again, Prescott. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10.
The score, Buccaneers 37, Cowboys 27.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Give to Irving to start this drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
38-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on second. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
180!
Back to the well again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line, second down. Another carry for him. He gets the opening for about 9 yards, but still third down coming up. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Irving trying to run for the first. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys got to score in a hurry. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Behind the line, he lost that football. Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13.
From the gun is Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
45 yards. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Well, the Cowboys are saying they have it, and it looks like they do! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Line up the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn the timeout. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football.